Hey guys, this is Kara from Create Your Balance with Literacy. I am just so excited to share with you guys this morning my classroom and all the exciting things that I have planned for my firsties this year. So as you can tell, this is my window into my classroom, and it says Mrs. Rickman's Roost. And I have a farmhouse theme this year. So if you come over this way, here's my door. And I have my sunflower wreath. And over here is my class list. And I have my star student podium right here. And this is where the kiddos put their bulletin boards whenever they decorate themselves on a bulletin board with pictures with Clifford. And here's Clifford down here in the bag with a pet carrier. And so their bulletin board will go on this podium, and then this mat that I have will go on their desk all week long. So every week I have a different star student. All right, let's go into the classroom. So tomorrow is our first day of school. And just to give you like a sweep of my room, here is what it looks like. I'm very excited about the changes that I made this year. I really love it. I think it's going to be fun. All right, so over here on this wall, I have my farmhouse firsties when I do my farm contest with all the different animals. So each table has a different animal here, and I'll show you those in a minute. And I have my table rotations. They have different colored dots on their desks. And I have different jobs that they can do. I have the chairs, the baskets, the floor, and the captain for the week, and then I rotate. These are just on little Velcro, and so I just switch them every week to a different color for my table rotations. All right, and then this is my desk area right here. This is where I keep my days of the week baskets, and I put in my lesson plans here, and then my mentor text and materials and supplies that I need for every day of the week. And then I have a tab of next week right here. Here's my nifty little toolbox. This is the basket that I put all of my masters in after I copy them during the week, and I file them right here. So on Friday afternoon, then I can take all the masters out of here and I can file them back into the right binders. Underneath my desk here, I have all my mentor texts, and so I have the little baskets for math workshop, reading workshop, and writing workshop. And that's where I keep all my mentor texts down here at the bottom. And the kids don't touch those. Those are just for me. Alrighty. And then over here I have my publishing wall. And this is where I'm going to put all the published books that I have for Writer's Workshop. Whenever they publish a book, they get to put it in the pocket. And these are little magnetic pockets from Lakeshore. Love those. And down here is my Geography Center. And I have baskets of different countries around the world. I have Holland, England, Sweden, Spain, Mexico, Italy, France, United States, Russia, and Germany. And inside each little basket is different trinkets for the country. So if you look right here, like there's the flag of Holland. Here's the country, what it looks like. And I have different pictures. I have different trinkets. I have wooden shoes, little windmills, tulips, all different things from Holland. So whenever I go on vacation, I can kind of collect things and add to the boxes. Okay, so I have a globe, I have a map of the continents. Here are my little dolls around the world. And so the children can play with these dolls here. I have my listening center over here, and I have QR codes right here that they can listen to with the iPads, and then underneath here I have the old-fashioned tape player, cassette tape player. And I haven't put a book here yet, but I'm going to put the Kissing Hand here that they can listen to. And then on top of my centers, I have the ICANN cards right here. So they take the ICANN cards off. They can take them off the clipboard, and it just tells them what they can do at each center. I can listen to a book with my buddy. I can complete my center page. And then I can clean up my center. And then they take these papers off of the clipboard. They take them off, and they keep them in their center folder. And then at the end of the month, I collect all their center pages. Here's one for geography also. I collect their center pages for bonus books at the end of the month, so it kind of keeps them accountable for their work at their center. Down here I have my reading buddies that they can take with them to the library or take with them to the listening center to help them read with their reading buddies. And up here is my Focus Poetry Center. And I change this weekly. I have a weekly poem that I change. And over here I have the punctuation ladder with capitals, periods, apostrophes, commas, exclamation points, quotation marks, ellipses, question marks, hyphens, semicolon, colon. And then over here I have the parts of speech ladder, which has rhyming words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, singular nouns, plural nouns, compound words, prepositions, contractions, adverbs, pronouns, proper nouns, ing suffixes, ed suffixes. And then we go over the poem together. And so this is part of my shared reading that I do, and I do this during my science and social studies time, and it goes with my thematic unit. Here's my poetry center down here, my poetry tub. I have my Focus Poetry Journal here for me to reference the different poems that we're doing and the pictures in each one, and the kids can also look at those. Here's my I Can cards on the clipboard. Here's the clipboard page. And then all of these books are poetry books that they can read. I have little bitty books here of nursery rhymes. Here's another, some more nursery rhymes they can read. And then I have a poem that I switch out every month here on my pocket chart. Over here I have my library. It says We Love to Read. And these are book baskets that I put together. Over here I have the levels. I have A through O for Reader's Workshop, and these are the books that they take home every night to read for their reading log. So they all have a level on the top of the book, and they have a colored sticker, and all the colored stickers are the same. Okay, so they can helps them put them back into the right bin. So over here I have my genres. I have genres separated by Dr. Seuss, ABC books, Jan Brett, fairy tales, nonfiction, favorite authors, picture dictionaries, fiction, animal books, informational books, the class hospital, and then fiction at the bottom. Over here I have my holiday books. So this is fun because I get to switch these out with every holiday. Right now I have back to school books right here. Here's the I Can cards with the clipboard page. Okay. And then over here on the wall I have all my genre cards. These are all the genres that I teach every month. And so if I teach poetry, I take this one off the wall, I put it on my pocket chart, and we go over it for the whole week or the whole month or whatever we're studying, and then I put it back on the wall. So these posters come down constantly. They don't stay up there the whole time. Okay? This is my guided reading area. Here's my guided reading table. Here are my guided reading baskets. I'm going to have 5 reading groups this year. So here are all the little names of the little groups with the animals. And then down here I have all my tubs leveled, ABC, all the way to level N. By the time my students get to level N, they're on literature circles, and so they don't really need me anymore. That's why I don't go past level N. This is my guided math cart. So in every drawer has games for guided math, for math workshop. So I just pull out the game really fast in here, whatever I need. And then I use it here at my table. I teach the guided math game the week before they are able to play it in the math tub. So I introduce it here at my table. We play it for the whole week, and then it goes into the math tub. Up here I have my ABC cards. And then I have my reading strategies here on the wall. This is a little shelf that I keep for my Pappy binder, my Fontes and Pinnell binder, my clear plastic folders that I use for different math games. And then I have my little carousel organizer right here. I love this thing. This is awesome. So I'm going to use this a lot this year. Okay. Over here is my, hi Dana, thanks for watching. I have my All About Me theme center. So every center has a little card right here on the wall, And then I have cards, vocabulary cards about emotions and our five senses and things that I'm going to be teaching about for the whole month. And then down here, I have games and puzzles and books and all kinds of things that they can look at for five senses and all about me. Here's a felt board activity. There's a puzzle. There's some books. Here's my Literacy Center page. Here's the I Can cards right here. Here's all these all about me books that I'm going to be reading during social studies time. So, fun things for them to look at. And I tell them the top shelf right here usually has things that they can't touch, but they can just observe. Okay? And then over here is my science center, my museum and science center. I have all these little cool posters up here about the scientific method that we go over. Here's my sign for science center. Here's my I Can cards and the center page. So I have science books right here. And I have different tubs of different science things. So this one's ocean. So if I open the lid up here, I've got like shells. I have plastic fish and sharks they can play with. I have some dried coral. Just fun things that they can look at about the ocean. And every tub has different trinkets and things that they can look at. So they take the tub and they take it on the floor right here. They sit on the floor with the tub and then they look at it. Underneath here is my museum. In the museum, I have like artifacts and things like pine cones, shells, fossils, bird nests. These are porcupine quills. There's a coconut. These are snake eggs. I know you're thinking, ew. There's a locusts, shark's teeth. I have the diagram of shells and butterflies. And then I have these viewer things they can look at through the lights. And then they have to match the habitat here on the card. They have to match the habitat with the animal. So they just put the animals on the card. So I have all these different little habitats here that they can use. It's really fun. And then I have some locks and drawers back here. Here's my clipboard page. Whoops. Clipboard page with the I Can cards. I have these Viewmasters. They're really old, from when I was a little girl. Viewmasters of different animals they can look at here. Okay. And this is my behavior chart here. So every student has a magnet that I just wrote the numbers on. And then we all start with ready to learn. And then they can go up on the behavior chart to great choices or super student, or they can go down to warning, note and folder, or reflection. And it's really helpful because they get bonus bucks for going up the ladder, but they have to owe me bonus bucks for going down the ladder. So it really helps them stay on track. And then speaking of bonus bucks, here's all my bonus books right here that I'll be using to give out. Here's another sweep of the room. So on the desks, I have a white piece of construction paper. So tomorrow morning when the kids come in, they're going to get out 8 crayons. They're going to color something they did over the summer. And they have to use all 8 crayons. And so it kind of helps them color a little bit more with detail. And this gives them a chance to, have something to do whenever I'm greeting the parents and then I'm doing pictures and things. And then I made a baggie of some little treats for the kids. I have crackers in there, I have Play-Doh, and I have a bookmark for them. So they get to open that during the day sometime. This is my community supply basket. And so I have a broom because I have somebody's job during the week is for them to clean the floor. So I have a broom, glue, sanitizer, pencils, Sharpies, and then this is their diary. So anytime that they have extra time, they can write in their diary. They can get their browsing box if they're a fast finisher. I have Post-it notes in here. And every tub has a little animal on it because these are my pink pig tub. So over here, here's my pink pig poster. And each student is going to have a drawer. So they're going to put their supplies in these drawers. This is the first time I'm going to try this year. So we'll see how this works. they're going to put their folders and their spirals in here. Then on the very bottom, they're going to put their crayon box, pencil box. Okay, and this basket is where they turn in all of their work throughout the whole day, especially for math workshop, because one of the rotations is they have to do an independent practice, and so they put it in the basket here. And at the end of the day, I just go around and pick up all the papers to grade. It's pretty easy. Oh, I forgot to tell you about these little buckets. These are for their bonus books. So if I give them a bonus book, they're going to stick their bonus books in here. Okay? They're going to keep their bonus books in that little bucket every day for the treasure box. Okay? So over here I have same thing. Then I have the gray goats over here. And I have the red roosters over here. And I have the calico cats over here. And the Palomino ponies over here. Probably all the girls are going to want to be a pony. I can tell already. All right, and then I have all of my transportation tags lined up here because Meet the Teacher night was Thursday night, so they got to get a tag to put on their backpack, but the ones that weren't here are going to use these tags, and they're going to put them on their backpack with a pin tomorrow morning. All right, let me go back over here. Here's my secret stories. We use secret stories for phonics and spelling. This is my game center, and I've got games down here in the bottom. I have Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, chess, checkers. Okay, they can play, and I have puzzles in the chairs right here. And here's the I Can cards, and here's their center page they can do. Here's my computers. I keep my iPads here in this little stand. Okay, and whoopsie. Here are my puppets right here for my theater drama center. Then they can go behind the theater center and then get their puppet and play a puppet show. And then over here is my I Can cards and my center page. Okay, here's my art center and my writing center. They're kind of together. So I have these really cool I Can Draw books, and so since I'm doing farmhouse theme, they're going to draw a barn on their center page right here. They're going to draw their barn in this space, and they're going to color it. And then I have all these little drawers of all different kinds of art supplies they can glue on their paper. I'm going to put some paints here. This is going to be a space for paints and a cup of water. I have some vocabulary for each month that I put up here that they can use to write with. And then my writing center, well, some of y'all have already seen this, but every card has a different skill. So it says, what can I write about? So it has, I can write a letter, I can write a sticker story, I can write a poem, I can write a list, I can write a shape book, and this is a pig. They can write about pigs. I can write a postcard, I can write a book, and I put on the farm because of our farmhouse theme. I can write about my favorite holiday. I can write about how to, and I just wrote about how to make a scrambled egg because I thought that'd be fun because of chickens and eggs and farm. And then I can write a card, happy birthday mom. So here's the I Can cards right here. And this one doesn't really have a clipboard page because I've got all of these templates in here. So this white little plastic shelf I got from Staples. And they can pick any of these templates that they want to write about. And this is what goes in their center folder. I've got envelopes here. This little nifty tray is when I get to copy all of their photographs. When we get to take their picture, and I shrink down their photograph and I cut them apart, and every student has a magic number. And so I put the photographs in here. They can use photographs to also decorate their center page. Or if they want to write a book about their friends, they can do that too. So over here I have all of these little books that I made. They can write stories. Here's Mr. Spaceman. We'll use him a lot this year in the beginning. And then I have this drawer, Post-it, stickers, and scissors. Different Post-its, stickers for sticker stories. And then of course there's scissors, their hole punch, and their tape. And then I've got all these this rainbow card of all the different colors they can use for making their books, if they want to make a book or a card. So writing center is really, really fun. Oh, and this shelf right here has numbers on it also. So let's say that they write a story and they don't finish it. Let's say their number is 13. They can stick this in number 13 as a holding spot. So when they come back to the center the next day, throughout the week, because they get to choose the same center for the whole week, then they can grab this out of here and then they'll keep working on it. So it's kind of like a holding space. It's pretty cool. Here's my math center, my number cards on the wall. And I've got a little games right here. I have this really cool little farmhouse that I found. And then the farm animals, they can graph. And then I have these little trays here. They're going to graph the farm animals on there. I have Unifix cubes. I have flashcards. I have measuring tools, a clock. And here's my plastic vegetables. They can put in the scale right here. I have apple fractions. Here's my math books. I like to incorporate as much literature in the centers as I can. And then I've got 10 frames and place value games down here as well. So again, here's my I Can cards those clipped on here. And then this is pretty easy. They just check off whatever they played with today. They check off the game and it says what activity will I play next time? And then they can write what they're going to do next time. Okay. Over here is my felt board center. So here's the big felt board. Here's the I Can cards in the center page. Now I have all these really nifty little boxes here that I found at Walmart. And they're teal. Ha ha ha. So inside, hi Tamara, thanks for watching. Inside it has the book of the story. Okay, this is Elmer. And then it has all the little felt guys in here that they can put on their felt board. Okay, so I include the book with the felt animals. Okay, and so I've got Elmer, I have Corduroy, I have the very hungry caterpillar, brown bear, the old lady who swallowed a fly, silly Sally, quick as a cricket, Pete the cat, polar bear. Over here I have my finger puppets. And they can, here's the clipboard page with the I Can cards, and here's some birds that they can play with over here, and some little finger puppets they can put on their fingers. And then in this box I have the little glove that they can put with the, oh thanks Tamara, the glove that can put on the fingers with the Velcro. I have all those little stories in there. Here's some more finger puppets they can play with. Okay, here's my Read Around the Room center. I have the pointers right here, and I have the glasses and the wispy phones. Okay, so they can do that as well. Here are my little hats that they wear for Reader's Workshop. So they wear these whenever they're the peer facilitator and they're walking around. So I have all different colors of hats: red, green, purple, blue, orange, yellow. So those are really fun. Here are my big books right here. This is my author study. So right now we're going to do Kevin Hanks for a little while, the beginning of the year. And so in the drawers, I have my I Can cards, I have my center page, and then all of these books are Kevin Hanks books. So they can take all these books out of here and they can sit on the floor. A lot of my centers are flexible seating, so they can sit on the floor. Okay. All right, going around. Here's my pocket chart for my read aloud section, my author's chair, my cushion. This is where I keep my anchor charts all year long. And I'm sure y'all have seen my anchor charts. I have one for every subject. And I display it on my big book stand. And here's my center cards, my center rotations. So the way this works is that these kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, hi Christy, they can pick all 5 of these centers for the whole week. Okay, these guys can pick these centers for the whole week. And then at the end of the week, I will switch these cards, and then these cards go down like this. So I just switch them every week, and they have a choice of 5 centers per week. Okay, and once they get done with this center, they can go to this one. Or if they want to start with this one, it's their free choice. They have free choice of their center as long as they stay in their row. Okay? So, Tracy, I'm looking at your question, where did you get your writing center cards and how to get your table group name tags to stand up? Oh, the center cards for writing, I can link it to the bottom here. I created those center cards. I think you're talking about my centers. This one up here. I can give you the link. And then the name tags over here. Okay, these are just little game pieces. I ordered these on Amazon. These are cool. I just hot glued them on the desks, and the name tags just slide right in there. Isn't that cool? And that stays all year. It's pretty cool. Okay, here's my treasure box down here. I use my treasure box on Fridays. Whenever I count their bonus bucks. They have to have a certain number of bonus bucks every week to go to the treasure box. And I do want to show you guys my new my new Writer's Workshop poster that I made this year. This is what I'm going to use for Writer's Workshop. And so what I'm going to do is put a long row of Velcro right here for each pencil. And then they're going to have a little popsicle stick with their number with Velcro. And then they're just going to move their popsicle stick down to the next row for Writer's Workshop. So this is a work in progress. I'm still making this. And I won't start Writer's Workshop right away. So I have a little bit longer of time to work on that. So my chair says Read and Imagine. Down here I have my phonogram cards that I use every single day. These are tubs that I'm going to put their math games in for the math tub rotation. And then this is the bucket I'm going to put their Writer's Workshop folders in because I don't let them keep their Writer's Workshop folders at their desk. This is my math rotation for guided math. So for each round, this is group 1. For each round, they have different cards. So I have round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. And this is from Reagan Tunstall. Hi, Megan. So this is very helpful for guided math. No, Megan, you're not too loud. You're fine. These are my pencils. And so I have a sharp one, and then I have my erasers, and then I have my dull pencil can. So they have to put away their old pencil first to get a new pencil. I don't do the pencil wars or anything like that because the kids do a pretty good job of exchanging their pencil. They know they have to put the dull one away before they can get a new one. Okay? And then the erasers, if they abuse them, they lose them. So I'm pretty strict on the pencils. And I really don't have a problem with lost pencils. Before they can get a new pencil, they have to put their old one away, or they have to go and look on the floor to see if there's one on the floor, or they have to look in another tub because each tub is supposed to only have 4 pencils. Okay. This is my Writer's Workshop shelf that I'm going to organize all my process writing papers in. And every part of the writing process has a shelf with a number. So they can go and grab whatever page they need for the writing process. And then I will tell them, okay, you need to go get page 9, or you need to go get page 10, or page 1. And anyway, it's really, really easy that way. This is where I keep all of my vocabulary cards for Writer's Workshop. I have every single vocabulary card that I need for all the skills. These are my reading logs that I use. And then this is the word wall template that we use for centers and for the icon cards. So here's my word wall right here. So I use the clothespins on the cards, and so they take the clothespins and they stick them on the ribbon. Okay? And if it gets too crowded on one letter, then I'll just take the bottom one off and start from the top again. Okay, here's my smart board. And over here is my calendar. I use my calendar as a recursive review during my math mini lesson. So we go over the money poems, we go over time, we go over what's the weather today, we go over tallies, place value, and then we talk about how many days we've been at school. Okay, all that good stuff. And then there's also one of my centers. So here's the I Can cards for the center, and then there's their center page. And then this is my WordWork Center. I'm going to try my WordWork Center on my cart this year and see what happens. So they can roll. I'm going to have them roll the cart onto the carpet here, and then they can play with the games here for WordWork. I'm going to try it and see how it goes. So I just kind of put all my games on the cart to see, you never know it's going to work until you try it. These are my, this is my kind of like my focus wall, my I can cards. What are we learning for the week? And so I have I can for reading, writing, spelling, science, social studies, math. Okay? So I change that every week, and I just write on here with an Expo marker. I just erase it. It's very, very easy. Okay, guys, that is my room, and I'm very excited to start our day tomorrow for the first day of school. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will link the Writing Center in the bottom here. Okay? All right, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.